All right, guys, today we're in the garage. We are working on my 4L60E for Chevella. Got my boy Spanky over here. Say what up. He's going to pull this thing apart and work his transmission magic inside this thing. So we got a box full of parts here, and we got some stuff soaking in trans fluid overnight. So yeah, we're going to get this thing apart. There wasn't anything wrong with it, but we're just going to upgrade it because this thing's going to make 500 plus. And these 4L60Es are known for, you know, not doing so well. So we're going to upgrade it with all the latest upgraded stuff. We'll show you guys what's going in along the way and talk a little bit about it as we get it apart. All right, what are you pulling out?
This is the servo for the 2.4 band.
Okay.
I'm going to pull it out and replace it with the Corvette servo and the 700 R4 band. This has a factory 4L60 each, just a little bit more meat. And then put a 5-gear Planetary. Replace that with the stock 4-gear Planetary and a monster sun shell, so we don't have any issue with reverse. It should be pretty much good to go.
Nice. So those are all the kind of little upgrades we can do. I'm sure we can take this further, right? We could go further if we wanted to.
100%.
Okay,
100%.
but this will hold up for what we're going to do for it. Way better than leaving it stock, yeah?
Definitely.
Okay, cool.
You won't get left anymore with it for sure.
All right, so here we go, guys. We're going to get this thing apart. Looks like he's about to take the pump out, so we'll get back when the pump's out.
We're replacing the O-rings anyway, so it doesn't matter if we just pry it out.
Yeah.
If you're saving them, you don't want to do it that way.
Now, is the servo piston something you can just do just by itself and that'll stiffen up the shifts?
Yeah, 100%. With the servo, it's got to go with the 2.4 band. It complements each other. That's how it works.
Gotcha, gotcha. And we're putting the bigger
shit.
2.4 band in, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll show a picture of that later.
Yep.
Side to side.
Cool.
The valve body off so we can get the pin out for the 2.4 band, and then so we start yanking some drums.
All right.
Set that here, Jason. Springs.
So it looks like somebody's been in it.
Yeah, it's all been rebuilt because you'd have so much clutch material built up in there.
So we got the drum out. Said everything looks good inside. Looks like somebody's been in this before. And then out
Tell by
comes.
how clean the bushings are.
Oh yeah.
Definitely new. Very little wear.
Now out comes some specialty tool. What is this?
It'll pull out these compression springs, which actually hold the a lot of the seals in place. They create the pressure that allows it to lock up on the clutches.
All right. So we definitely got a pile of parts on the bench here.
It's been pressure rebuilt.
You think it's been rebuilt?
Yeah, quite recently. I mean, you barely have any wear marks on it. It's a good thing.
We'll put it all back together then. No, I'm kidding. We're gonna go ahead and put all this upgraded stuff in there and keep moving forward. It looks like the clutch packs are out. And he's got
3-4 clutch packs out.
And then he's got another specialty tool here that's going in. What's this one do?
This is gonna decompress that spring and allow me to get the clip out on the side, and then I can release it without it shooting everywhere.
Right, cool. And I'm gonna post his Instagram up. You guys want tranny work done or diesel work? It's Savage Diesel and Transmission. It's my boy Spanky. He'll hook you up. I'll put up his Instagram. If you guys need some tranny work done, get a hold of him.
Creative with it. See, we have the gap now.
All right, so where are we at now? What are we putting in?
Just finishing putting together the drum that has the 3/4 clutch back in it. Getting the new steelies and new clutches. So should be good to go.
Nice. Now earlier you were saying something about it being four clutches versus 5.
Yeah, some of the older ones will have 5 discs instead of 6, and they'll run a couple more thicker steelies instead of thinner. So you can run thinner steelies and then have enough room to put the 6th one in there.
Gotcha.
The 3rd gen trans is already to do that.
It already has that from the factory. Okay, cool. So it looks like I got a good trans. There was nothing wrong with it. It looked like it had been rebuilt already recently. And so yeah, it probably would have held, but you know, peace of mind. We're gonna put this thing together with some new good parts in it, and hopefully it should hold the power. And more than just hold power for me is reliability. For me, it needs to be reliable because I do drive this car a lot, so I don't want to be stranded with tranny issues. So we got the Planetary Gears out, and so explain to everybody what's going on here.
This is the stock 4-gear Planetary. It comes in the 4L60Zs, and this is the 5-gear that we're replacing with, which makes it really strong. It's going to have the durability of like a 4L80, so you can beat on it and not have to worry about it.
There you go. So 4-gear Planetary stock, 5-gear Planetary. Is this a stock replacement part or is it aftermarket?
No, it's aftermarket.
It is aftermarket. Okay,
yep.
Cool. All in, the parts are pretty cheap. They're not. It's not crazy expensive. Like I said, I'll put a link to his Instagram in the description of the video, and it's Savage Diesel and Transmissions. So again, here's the 4-gear Planetary. Here's the 5-gear Planetary that we're upgrading to, and then this is the upgraded Sun Shell. Now you were saying earlier, where do these brake at normally?
They usually brake right here at the collar, or the gear strips out and you lose reverse, and then you'll have 1st and 2nd gear almost break your head shifting, and that's how you know it's the Sun Shell. Plus your air will wind when you put it in reverse and it's not going to go anywhere.
So you guys can see this is a much better Sun
much
Shell.
thicker right here, you can see.
Yeah, most definitely. So that'll keep it from breaking, and yeah, we shouldn't have any problems with this thing. So slowly but surely it's going back together. So we got the 5-gear Planetary back in with the clutches, and Sun Shell's going together right now.
Yes, it is. Washer here. Magic elusive washer.
Who are you? What are you doing in my house?
All right, so where are we at now?
Now we're just putting the pump back in. We've already installed the new Planetary, all the new clutches, all new steelies, replaced some seals, some of the forward bonded pistons.
And in goes the pump.
We're on the home stretch now.
Hi, guys. I'm his son,
Yeah, what's your name?
Tristan.
What up, buddy? Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah? So what do you want to do with your life?
I wanted to get rich and give all my money out, so people poor people be rich too.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because I want to be grateful for everyone.
Do you have a brother?
Yes.
What's
he's
his
like
name?
Timmy, the chubby guy.
Timmy.
Hey.
What's up, Timmy?
Yeah.
Hey, goes off of there. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
Where are you going?
Okay. You guys should subscribe this video and hit that bell and go down to his comments.
There you go.
As much.
That's the way to do it, buddy. Thank you. All right, so where are we at here, bro? Just about finished up?
Yeah, we're done. We're just buttoning her up. She's ready to rock. She's ready to rock.
Cool. Well, we got the pan cleaned out. I'm gonna go pick up a new filter and a gasket tomorrow morning. We'll get the pan put back on, and then yeah, we'll get this thing bolted up to the motor and get it in the car. So he's just about got this thing all put back together. There's only a couple of spare parts left over, so we'll cross our fingers and hope. No, kidding. All the new parts are in, and this thing should be good to go. Again, like I said, I'm going to leave a link in the description. It's Savage Diesel and Transmission. This guy killed it. Came to my house and did it. So, I mean, obviously he probably won't come to your house and do it, but hit him up. I'll link his Instagram. What's up, guys, and welcome back. I know our updates are going to be kind of all over the place lately. I'm trying to get 2 projects done at once. I'm getting the motor done in Chevella, I call her Chevella, whatever. It's my Chevelle, my 71 Chevelle wagon. I've already got the motor in. The swap was pretty straightforward. It's, you know, I got a bolt-in kit from Transdapt. I got Hedman headers and a Hamburger's oil pan. It's all the same company, so they all came from the same place. So the motor's already in. I didn't really want to film that because, you know, you guys know how to bolt a motor in, pretty much. I mean, it was pretty cut and dry. But the next thing we're going to be working on is the Civic. We're trying to get this thing ready. I want to do a PSCA event out in Colorado. I'm also in the middle of packing up and moving, so we're going to be moving from SoCal to Arizona. But right now, it's just got a stock B16 in it. I put this motor in here just to get the car running and driving. You see I did the booster delete and braided brake lines, and I didn't do a full tuck on it just because, I don't know. I've done tons of tucks, and I you know, it's got fender harness, or it's got headlight harness tucks, but the engine harness kind of like leaving exposed. If I end up with a rye wire harness or something, then I'll duck it down in the back there. But anyhow, we're converting that car to all-wheel drive. I know some of you guys have seen my Instagram posts with the FCS kit stuff, and we just picked up our all-wheel drive tranny. So here it is, bolted to the motor. And today we got something in the mail from our boys over at 1320 Performance. So let's cut this open and see what we got here. We got a sticker, 1320 Performance, and this looks like it's going to be our motor mount kit. So all I needed really was the transmission mount and the T-bracket. I already have the side mount and the back mount, but they went ahead and sent us a whole nother kit, which is kind of cool. So I really needed another kit because I didn't want to have to swap the post mount, because the B16 that I have in there has a 2-bolt post mount, and my big motor's got a 3-bolt. So they went ahead and sent us a 3-bolt mount, so we'll get that put on there. And yeah, so let's take a look at these mounts. Let's get this thing opened up and see what we got. Packaging's really good. So this should be the transmission side mount. It's gonna go right there. Cool deal. And then this will be the rear mount, which I already have on the car, and it's the same. Sorry about that, guys. A little jerk here. This is really cool. These mounts come in bags, like little cloth bags, keep them from getting scratched up during shipping. So there's the rear mount. And then this is the magic that makes it all really work, is the T-bracket. I think there's a way you can use the stock CRV rear T-bracket, but most everybody else just makes their own. Really nice powder coated piece. So yeah, we got everything we need to get this thing put in the Civic. So we're gonna run a PSCA event, and then really what I want to do with it is Rocky Mountain Race Week. Next year I want to do 2.0 or 1.0. 2.0 is actually going on right now, or the end of this week or beginning of next week. I'm not going to make that, but I do have everything to get the car ready for that. I got my fuel cell. I have my fuel pump right here, Aeromotive A1000. I've got everything to set the fuel system up. I just have to take apart my dog box tranny. So I just ordered the spacers from Speed Factory to get my dog box gears put into that tranny. And while I have that tranny off and apart, I'm gonna reinforce the 1-2 shift fork and the 3-4 shift fork. I'll build some gussets and TIG weld them on there, and I'll show you guys. There's a bunch of videos on YouTube of a bunch of guys doing it. So yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. The mounts are here. We're gonna get that B16 out sometime this week. We've already got that motor sold. And so yeah, that motor's out. This one's gonna go in, and we should start getting that car ready. In the meantime, I've got my wire harness here for the LS swap for Chevella. It's here. And then I'm using a Gen 4 motor, which has a 58X crank sensor, and my harness and ECU is for a 24X. So we called up the guys over at Lingenfelter, and they make a 58X to 24X crank sensor conversion kit. Let's take a look at that. So it comes with a bunch of loom, comes with the heat shield to go down to the crank. This part, I don't even know what this part is. Let's see. Oh, this is with the E40 ECM. So this is for the Corvette and GTO stuff, for like the 06 and up ECUs. Don't need that. And then this is what we really need right here. Bear with me again, guys, while I open the bag. So this is the magic here. It's a TRG 002. So basically you've got coming off the harness, crank in, and then cam input, and then you got crank out and cam out. So this will, and I think you got a power and ground here. So yeah, you just got a power and ground. So wiring's really easy on it, and this will keep me from having to buy a Holley system now. I am definitely going to go with the Holley a little later on, but I've already got a harness. I've got tons of ECUs. And my sand car's got HP tuners on it. Everything I have has HP tuners, so I'm going to go ahead and stick with that for now, just to get the car running and driving, get the fuel system set up and what have you, and then get her on the road. So we're kind of pressed for time. We're selling the house and moving to Arizona, so I'm trying to get these projects done really, really fast. I still have a couple of customers' cars here that need to get finished. That sand car is still over there. We're waiting on, that's the J37 car. The new motors for that should be here on Thursday. Hopefully one without a hole in the block. And then I think I'm just gonna send this out to Arizona now, and it'll sit out there until I'm ready to get to it. So okay guys, that's where we're at for this week. That's kind of what we're doing. So yeah, we'll post some more updates as we go along. What's up guys? We're gonna give you a quick update on the Chevelle. So as you saw in the last clip, the motor is in. We got the headers on. They are definitely a tight fit. We're going to clean up all this wiring and make room for it. I got to order an aftermarket bracket for the AC compressor. It's going to put it up in this range, and then get the AC lines. The cool thing about having a Chevelle is they make AC lines pre-made for the compressor for this swap. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pulling the power steering out. We're going to use the 6-liter power steering pump. And then we're going to pull that steering box out and replace it with I think it's 96 to 98, or no, probably 92 to 98. Jeep Grand Cherokee power steering box. It bolts right in its place. This steering box is 16 to 1. The Grand Cherokee box is 12 to 1. So it's going to definitely tighten up the steering feel quite a bit. So I've already got the bolts out. I'm going to go ahead and lift this thing out of here and get the new box installed. All right, guys. So we got the gearbox off the frame rail, and we got it laid down here on the ground over here next to the other one. So there's the old one, there's the new one. They're basically virtual. They're virtually the same box, virtual and same in size. So yeah, just the gear ratio is a little different inside. So we're going to knock this Pitman arm off, get it swapped over onto this one, and get this one installed in the car. All right, so we got the Pitman arm swapped over onto the new box. Had to use quite a few tools. Had to use a puller. Used a 3-jaw puller to pull it off. Boy, that thing was stuck on there, but I guess after being on there for 50 years, you know, it didn't want to come off. So we do have an adapter rag joint coming. It'll be here tomorrow, and that adapts this box to the Chevelle steering column. So from everything I read, everyone's saying that this is the way to go. It gives you a better and more modern feel without having to go rack and pinion steering. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing bolted in now, and we'll go from there. So there you have it. New steering box is bolted to the frame. Uses the factory 3 bolt holes. The adapter rag joint, like I said, will be here tomorrow, so we can get this bolted, get steering bolted back up. And then, yeah, it also, so you use the 6-liter LS power steering pump. You use this box, and then to adapt the lines, you use an 85 Monte Carlo high pressure side line. The low pressure side is just a regular hose, so it's no big deal. And yeah, so it makes it pretty easy, guys. All right, so we got the accessory bracket on. The truck bracket will work with these Transdap mount kit. Alternator fit, everything's good. The only issue we're gonna run into is the power steering pulley. It's too big. So when you go to press it back on, how bad it goes this way, it's gonna hit right there. I don't know if I could do some clearancing on it. Probably not. I wouldn't want to try to notch that pulley out. I know they make smaller pulleys, so I'll probably run up to CBM next week and pick up a smaller pulley, or look on the Jungle website, see if I can't find a smaller pulley for that, and then I can just adjust the belt size. So other than that, everything's going fine. We're gonna get the water pump on later on tonight, and we should have all the accessories pretty much done. We'll get up underneath there and put the starter in. We're pretty close to start to working on the fuel system, so by the end of the week we should probably have this thing running. So it's the next day. We're back. We got the new pulley we ordered, and yeah, it's a little bit smaller, so it looks like it's going to clear. Should clear with no issues. So we're going to go ahead and use the installation tool we got here, and we're going to go ahead and press this thing on. All right, guys. So it's a little while later. We definitely got the pulley put on with the installation tool, so it's ready to go. We also got the high pressure power steering line and the low pressure line installed. So what this setup is this is a Jeep Grand Cherokee box, and I believe the Chevelle box is 17-to-1. This one is 12-to-1, so it's going to give us a much, tighter feel. The rag joint's still on its way. It should be here today. The upper power steering line, the high pressure hose, is from an 85 Monte Carlo, and it bolts right into the box, and it bolts right into the LS power steering box, or pump. And then for the return line, you just use an existing fitting off of the Chevelle box, screwed it in. I cut it off with a pipe cutter, slipped my hose over, and slipped on right there. And this is just the vent line. So we should be all good to go. New power steering all installed, ready to go. Should just be another day or so, and we'll be firing this thing up. Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for watching the whole video. Make sure you give us a like and a subscribe, hit that thumbs up button, and drop me a comment down below. Let me know if you like what you're seeing. I know this video was kind of scattered and all over the place, but we are currently moving to Arizona. As you can see, the garage here is starting to get pretty empty. We got a couple loads already out there, but stick around. I got a lot of projects and a lot of content coming up. The Glamis season has started, so we've got all kinds of epic carnage and Glamis. I'm also going to be building a shop at my new place in Arizona, so we'll cover that as well. So you guys, thank you again so much for watching. Give us a like and a subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Hi, guys. I'm his son.
Yeah, what's your name?
Tristan.
What up, buddy? Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Yeah? So what do you want to do with your life?
I wanted to skill it and give all my money out, so people do it too.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Because I want to be grateful for everyone.
Do you have a brother?
Yes.
What's his name?
Timmy, the chubby guy.
Timmy. What's up, Timmy?
Yeah.
Hey, put off of there. Say hi to the people.
Hi.
Where are you going?
Okay. You guys should subscribe this video and hit that bell and go down to his comments.
There you go.
As much.
That's the way to do it, buddy. Thank you.